Hello everybody, my name is Mike Donnelly and I'm going to show you a barrier-free house today. You can see from the outside of this thing that it's called an art model, by the way. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's one of our biggest sellers. I think we sold about 70 of these units. And this one is barrier-free, which I'm going to walk you through some of the aspects of barrier-free. We're going to end up starting with the garage. We got Jose over there to the right putting a new lock on. But I guess I'll start where Jose is. The idea is to have zero steps. Now, here's our entry going in. Wide enough for any wheelchair to go over. And the entry itself is ramped up, even though you can't tell. The concrete that was poured, if I go backwards a little bit, actually is about 4 inches from the beginning of the driveway to here. But you can't tell because of the ramp scenario. We built it a certain way, engineered it a certain way to make it work. And when you get into the doorway, you can see that there are no steps. You can wheelchair right in. It's perfect. Okay? Now, we did the same thing with the garage. The garage entry typically has about an 1.5 inch lip right here where the garage door comes down. But in this case, you don't need it. The garage door has a rubber lip on it, which actually seals to the ground. So now, anybody in a chair can roll right up into this. Perfect. Now going into the garage, you usually have about 4 feet from the back wall where the water heater is. You have a curb. It's usually about 3 to 4 inches high. Now a curb is generally approximately where you see my foot to the wall, about 4 feet. Now that curb impedes anybody from walking into the house in a chair or to step up. It's really different. Some people just can't do it anymore. And a chair certainly can't do it. So what we did was we took from the very beginning of the garage and ramped that up. The whole concrete pour leads right into the laundry room, which has no steps, as you can see. Okay, it's really, really interesting and very, very easily designed and very simple to do. Now in the laundry room itself, we built a platform for the washer dryer. Now generally, the smart thing to do for a person or a senior, a person in a chair or a senior, would be to put front loaders in, which is what we intend to do here. This particular thing is about 10 to 12 inches high, which actually makes accessing the washer dryer very simple. So that's a good feature. Again, barrier-free concept to be able to give somebody easy access to the various aspects of the home. Now walking from the garage door into the home, we put a pocket door in. Now the pocket door is specifically for access in our world. Even though you can't tell that it's there, 36 wide opening is really good. Any chair can walk right through here, okay? So then, our 2 guest bedrooms, one there and one here, both have 36-inch doors on there with, it's called a lever handle. That lever handle, before I talk about the doors, is because many people have hand issues, especially as you get older, or sometimes some of the disabilities that occur prevent somebody from turning a knob, so that lever handle helps a lot. In addition, each of these doors are 36-inch wide, and it's a feature that people don't realize is there. Again, this is barrier-free, but you don't know that it's barrier-free. You don't know that it's fully accessible. So in this particular case, these 36-inch doors allow any wheelchair to pass through, or it's easy to go in and out of the door, except when I don't know about you, but in general, whenever I move furniture in from room to room, you know, these doorways are like 30 inches or 28s or maybe sometimes 32s. Almost always it's a pain in the neck to get them through. Not with a 36-inch door, it changes everything. So we put this door on, people didn't even know they had this feature, and they got the feature, it's perfect. Now walking into the bathroom, into the guest bathroom in this case, we have a pocket door here. And this pocket door also enables the individual to easily pass through. And because of that, you got the 36-inch opening and come right through. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the toilet. The toilet is a higher version. Some call it a handicap toilet, but 16, 18 inches high, which allows for a person to easily get on and off the toilet in a way that makes life a lot easier versus having to bend all the way down or squat all the way down, which is a pain. And then you've got the roll-in shower. This is the guest bathroom. So between the two pieces of tile that you see here, there are no steps. Typically, you're going to have a curb, which if you're in a wheelchair, you can't get in with that curb. Or I don't care if you're, my parents, for example, need to be able to step up and over this. And it's getting to be a pain in the neck for them. And as you get older, that's what happens. Okay? So that's basically the accessible bathroom. Very simple to do, very easily to engineer, and there you go. Okay, so I'm going to walk now. I'm going to go back to the entry for a second. And you see Jose busily working. But you can see where there is no step. Makes life so much easier. Okay, now in the kitchen itself, we built this countertop to be at the height for a chair. If a person's in a chair, they can easily access underneath on the island side to be able to get underneath and eat or whatever they'd like to do here, of course. All right, now also, we have some features here that we're going to call universal design features. And you see where this opening is here, that's for a lower microwave. Now oftentimes we'll put cabinet doors over there so you don't see it. And when you open it, the microwave is there. In this case, the person wanted it up top, so that's where we put it. Oftentimes, when we put in cabinets, this doesn't have them, but I'll give you an idea of what this is. You would have pull-down shelves. And those shelves would literally have a handle on them, and you can pull down from the top so all your dishes are easily accessed. Okay? And you would put the cabinet doors back on like they exist, so you don't even know that the pull-down shelves are there. We also put some lower shelves for the people so they could easily access them. Kitchen's wide open, so if you're in a chair, you can easily turn around, which is a very important feature, and one that we were suggested to do, and we immediately took advantage of it. Now, one more thing about the sink. Call a roll-under sink in the kitchen area. You're going to see something in the bath that's very similar to this, but a kitchen universal design would have the cabinet doors on it like you see here, but you'd actually be able to take the wheelchair and slide underneath that so that you have easy access to the sink. That's a design that we can put in any house. It's very simple to do. All right, so now we'll take you into the master bedroom. Master bedroom with a 36-inch door. Okay, all doors are 36 here. It's a typical master bedroom. It's very nice. Everybody's happy with it. But the feature that we really like the most, the one that really made the difference, in my opinion, is what's called a roll-in shower. We mentioned in an earlier bathroom, but as you can see, as you walk down the hallway, you're going to be able to access the entire shower area with no curb. Okay, you walk right in. Now this is a very unique shower, and it is something that at first people think they don't like it, but they really end up liking it a lot. The toilet itself is easily accessible by any wheelchair. Now you can put walls in here if you want to, and we did in a couple of these kind of units, but you don't have to. And you're going to see over on this side where the shower head is, we built in a little wall unit that they can sit on. The bench helps a lot. The drain itself is easily utilized, and there's no water problems at all. So you've got a whole wide open shower area that anybody can take advantage of. We got a lot of compliments for this. Some don't like it because they don't want the toilet to be so wide open, but there are many that do, and I tell you what, it really makes a difference for a lot of people. All right, so we have dual vanities here. I'm going to kind of glance over this one for a second and go back to this one. All right, so in this case, you see the doors, like we were talking about the universal design doors before. This particular doors, this is no different. This is a typical vanity, okay? But now you take and imagine these doors over on this vanity, okay? We built this in specifically so that there would be a roll under access. And you can see where there is now. Now you could put cabinet doors on like I just showed you, and at that point those cabinet doors hide the roll under effect for people that want that. I mean, I don't think you need it in this case. It looks pretty nice anyways, but some people just don't want that disabled look, and we hide it with universal design features. And there's so many different universal design features that you can put in a home. Certainly, each individual would want what they want. And lastly, we built closets so that they were deep and accessible, easily accessible for an individual in a chair or a senior. So you could have, there's so many different features in closets. You've got, we were talking about the pull down feature in the kitchen for the dishes. Well, you got the same concept here. You have a pull down feature that you could put in for clothes that you can hang high, and anybody in a chair would be able to access them. Big plus. Well, that's basically it. The main thing today was to be able to show you a lot about what we do for universal design and specifically barrier-free homes. It's something that we love to do. People have been extremely happy with the homes that we build for them, and we want to be able to bring something like this to your vision for the future. We want you to be able to have, if this is something, I tell you what, listen, everybody needs this home, okay? And it might not be today, it might be tomorrow, but tomorrow does come, and you're gonna get older. We're all practicing to be seniors, and if you're a senior now and you need full access to a home, this is a perfect one for you. However, if you're in a chair, or you're disabled in some way and you have physical mobility issues, you certainly could utilize a home like this. And even if you have none of that problem, you're gonna have issues down the road, we all do. So we want you to prepare for the future. Build your home now the way it should be built so that you have full accessibility. Folks, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this. And you can contact me at barrierfreecontractors@gmail.com, barrierfreecontractors.com, or you can give me a call at 239-989-8406. And lastly, what I would love for you to do is to join our Facebook group, Accessing My Home, and become just come on in, get in the group, become a member, and we're going to be bringing all kinds of good things to you from our preferred affiliates that have a lot of mobility products and just super products. Plus, there's a lot of coaching and training going on that they can help you with, okay? So thanks again. See you later.